Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Wednesday, April 6, 2016, around 7:07 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. It's sunny out today, but going to continue to be on the chilly side for this time of year. But a warm-up's coming up tomorrow, but it's at a price with a lot of rain showers. Back to the chilly pattern next weekend. There might be a chance of snow again. Some news to report. The Carolina Hurricanes beat the Boston Bruins in a shootout by a score of 2-1. Even though the Bruins got 1 point, they're still in 9th place in the Eastern Conference. They need to win both games, the final 2 games of the year, to even make the playoffs. And it looks like they're probably going to get if they make the playoffs, they need the number 3 seed in the Atlantic Division. UConn won another women's NCAA championship. And the Florida Panthers clinched the Atlantic Division title. First time they got 100 points in a season, so congratulations to them. And the Minnesota Wild clinched the last playoff spot in the Western Conference. And that's about it on the news. My first video blog subject of the day is about the continuation of the top 100 greatest television sitcoms of all time. This is the final 10, you say, from number 10 through number 1. And here they are. Number 10 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, Happy Days. Happy Days lasted from 1974 through 1984 on ABC. 11th season starred Ron Howard and Henry Winkler as the Fonz, and other actors and actresses were in this show. Happy Days was set in the 1950s, Milwaukee. It was about Richie Cunningham and his friends Patsy Weber and Ralph Malph. And the real star of the show was Fonzie, who was played by Henry Winkler. Fonzie was one of those characters on television that could have been really a typecast character, but Henry Winkler made like Fonzie, and it led to him to become a producer and a director. So that he did it pretty good, and Ron Howard became one of the most famous directors in Hollywood, so it was a successful sitcom. Number 9 on this list of the greatest TV sitcoms of all time, The Dick Van Dyke Show. The Dick Van Dyke Show lasted from 5 seasons on CBS from 1961 through 1966, starring Dick Van Dyke, Mary Tyler Moore, Rosemary, and Maury Amsterdam. It was one of the best sitcoms in the early 1960s. It survived cancellation after the first season, and then it went to become a big hit on CBS. They even had a daytime show of the Dick Van Dyke Show. Unbelievable. Reruns of it is on Cozy TV. Number 8 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, The Bob Newhart Show. The Bob Newhart Show starred Bob Newhart as a psychologist. Bob Hartley also starring Suzanne Pleshette as his wife Emily, and Marsha Wallace as Carol, his secretary, and Bill Daly as Howard Borden, his next door neighbor who's an airplane pilot. And he would always say, "Hi, Bob." He probably said "Hi, Bob's" maybe 10 to 15 times each episode. It was a big hit for CBS. Reruns of it's on MeTV. It did do 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 do. Number 7 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, Family Ties. Family Ties lasted from 1982 through 1989 on NBC, starring Michael J. Fox and Michael Gross and Meredith Baxter Burney. It was about a family in Ohio, which, Alex P. Keaton, Michael J. Fox character, worshipped Richard Nixon, the former president of the United States, 7 seasons, big hit for NBC, and its famous quote, "What would we do, baby, with our loves? Sha-la-la-la." You can watch reruns of Family Ties weeknights at 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock on Antenna TV. Number 6 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, Everybody Loves Raymond. Everybody Loves Raymond lasted from 1996 through 2005 on CBS, starring Ray Romano and also Patricia Heaton, Brad Garrett, Doris Roberts, and Peter Boyle. It was like the biggest sitcom hit of CBS during the time era. Had over 200 episodes, and Ray Romano was very funny. Also, Brad Garrett. It was a big hit, and reruns of it's on so many cable networks, and was produced by Worldwide Pants. This is a production company of David Letterman. Number 5 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, The Simpsons. Actually, it's a cartoon, but I'm considering it a sitcom because it's so funny. The Simpsons have lasted from 1990 to date over 25 years and still counting. The Simpsons started out as a cartoon short on the Tracy Ullman Show back in the late 1980s. And The Simpsons is about a family in Springfield. Don't know where Springfield is in the cartoon. It's about Homer Simpson and Bart Simpson and Marge Simpson and Lisa Simpson and Maggie Simpson. And Homer Simpson works for a nuclear power plant, and he doesn't get raises, but it's a very, very great cartoon sitcom. It's on Fox and continues to do great. And there's no end in sight for The Simpsons. Number 4 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, The Mary Tyler Moore Show. The Mary Tyler Moore Show lasted from 1970 through 1977 on CBS. And it starred Mary Tyler Moore as Mary Richardson, who works for a newsroom in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Also starring Ed Asner as Lou Grant, Gavin McCloud as Merle Slaughter, Ted Knight as Ted Baxter, and Betty White in it. And it was probably a very great sitcom. It's famous for "You gonna make it after all, do 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 do. You're gonna make it after all, do 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 do. Meow." It's MTM. Number 3 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, Cheers. Cheers lasted 11 seasons on NBC from 1982 through 1993, starring Ted Danson as Sam Malone, who was a former Red Sox pitcher and became a bartender at a Cheers in Boston. Also starring George Welter and Kelsey Grammer and Shelley Long and Christy Alley and Woody Harrelson and so many others. Cheers almost got canceled after the first year, but it got a surprising renewal and became one of the biggest hits on NBC during that time period. And it's famous for saying, "Everybody knows your name." Number 2 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, Seinfeld. Seinfeld lasted from 1989 through 1998 on NBC. It starred Jerry Seinfeld as an affectionate version of himself, also starring Jason Alexander, Michael Richards, and Juliette Lewis-Dreyfus. And it was a show basically about nothing, but it was a ratings hit for NBC. And reruns of Seinfeld is continuing on in this day on syndication and so many other cable networks. And number 1 on this list of the greatest television sitcoms of all time, I Love Lucy. I Love Lucy lasted from 1951 through 1957 on CBS, starring Lucille Ball, also starring Desi Arnaz. It was the best sitcom of all time. Lucille Ball was very great at physical comedy, and everybody loves Lucy. And she's after I Love Lucy ended, she starred in 2 more successful sitcoms, The Lucy Show and Here's Lucy. And reruns of I Love Lucy are on TV, and this is one of the sitcoms that will stand the test of time. And that's about it on this list. Tomorrow starts the top 50 greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time. The Rabbit! This is the Rabbit. And I'll be back later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 2 more video blogs. One will be about top candidates for NBA's Coach of the Year. And the third and final video blog on that will be about WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler. Puppies! Keep calm, everybody! I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO Wax and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutt's so stunning. She's the best. Amy Swenzy of Reach 2 Rocks. Kristen Giantis of Fox 35 is so awesome. And in the words of the Patel last week, no bus by now.